Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashis Command TV, the Tourism Black Africa. If you keenly watch William Samoei Ruto's tour in the mountain, you realize that Moses Kuria haonekani sana, haogei, but for sure he's attending these meetings. I saw him in Githurai, but he was not given the chance to speak to members of the House of Mombi and Kikuyus. Again, yesterday, I observed that he was in Sagana State Lodge, lakini hakupewa nafasi, hakupewa fursa ya kuzungumza na watu. Alinyamaza kabisa. And when I look at it, I remember one lesson I was taught in the communication class, that silence is in itself a communication. For instance, if you meet somebody that you know, he doesn't greet you, already he has passed the message. You realize that something is not well. And in this video, I want us to look at why Moses Kuria's silence is telling a story. I want us to look at the reason why the silence is something that is very different from what many people would expect. Kwa sababu tunajua, all said and done, Moses Kuria is very outspoken. Moses Kuria is very controversial. Moses Kuria, Jaba ya Rurere, that is what he has been nicknamed by many Kenyans, especially from Kiambu. They call him Jaba ya Rurere. That is the hero of the community. But of late, there are some issues that arose, and he has left many things in a very controversial way, na tumeona mengi ambayo yalitokana na kule kuzungumza kwake na yale majibizano makali ambayo yamekuwa pale kwake na vyombo vya habari, na it has been a subject of discussion. We also saw him being late when they were signing the performance contract in State House Nairobi, na katika mitandao picha zake zilikuwa zikionyeshwa akijaribu kuwabembeleza walinzi wale mabawabu, sijui kama ni policemen, wakimwambia akiwasihi wamfungulie ili mradi aingie katika ikulu. But I'm not sure whether they opened the gate. So in this video, I want us to look at those reasons behind his silence. The first thing, in my view, is that he has been gagged by the president. You know, wakati ambapo mtu anatokea sasa anazungumza sana, na katika mazungumzo yake he is causing more harm than good, the responsibility of gagging this person, the responsibility of containing this person lies with the head of government. Remember that William Samoei Ruto is the head of government. He is the head of state. And now, when his cabinet ministers start talking anyhow, the way he wants, when he's at loggerheads with everybody, then it is only important to tell him to keep quiet or to tone down. So I believe William Samoei Ruto is very keen on containing Moses Kuria. And I remember in Githurai, and also saw it in Nyeri, wakati ambapo anazungumza, he doesn't give him the chance. William Samoei Ruto does not give him the chance. And you see that he is even trying to restrain himself even to mention the name of Moses Kuria. The second reason, in my view, why Moses Kuria is quiet, why he is not given the chance to talk, is because he could be on the radar of the Western nation. Remember, there was a time, I don't know, was it yesterday or this last Saturday, but one, there was somewhere that was reported, I think, the Nation Media Group, that 3 cabinet secretaries were on the watch list of the Western nation, kutokana na vile ambavyo walikuwa wakiongea vibaya, kutokana na vile ambavyo walikuwa wakitusi watu. And the Western nations takes some of these things very seriously. The way you talk is very, very important as far as the Mzungu culture is concerned. Because when you look at some of these guys, by the way, if you want to know that these people value ethics so much, when you look at the Anglican, the word Anglican means a cultured person. And you only need to look at somebody like, is it Jojo, who was an Anglican? Jaja was a cultured man. And kulingana na wale wanzilishi wa lile kanisa, hili ni kanisa ambalo kila mtu anatakiwa kufanya mambo katika utaratibu fulani, not just anyhow. Tuseme kwa mfano, if there is a cafeteria, you don't go there tunaweka chakula chote, nyama nini, una mapochopocho waweka pale, wengine una chupa za soda zingine unaweka kwenye magwada sijui wapi, zingine unawekelea kichwa, unaweka kidogo kidogo. That is what I mean by mannerism, being cultured. And wazungu wakati ambapo wanaona sasa mtu akizungumza, akionyesha tabia zote za upioro, akionyesha tabia zote za utukanifu, basi to them this borders on issues to do with morals. So the issue of ethics and integrity are very, very dear to the white men. And I believe, remember very well that there was a time that this trade minister from the United States, when she came to Kenya, Moses Kuria was locked out. She said that he's going to meet all the other people, but he was not ready to meet with Moses Kuria. And that was a very strong statement. That was a red flag, if you ask me. And William Samoei Ruto could have noted this, and I know that William Samoei Ruto must have had a discussion with this trade minister from the United States about the behavior and the utterances of Kenyan CS Moses Kuria, kwa sababu he was embroiled in hali ya majibizano na the Nation Media Group, something that was not doing well to this nation. The other thing is that he could be isolated. It could be deliberate to isolate him. And Gachagua could have played a hand in this, because once he is isolated, unajua presence is key in politics. Vile ambavyo unazungumza sana, vile ambavyo unaonekana sana, inakupa, it give you mileage, political mileage. That is what we mean. And you see, Gachagua kulingana na ile kazi yake ambayo ni naibu wa rais pale, now when you bring Moses Kuria, who is very controversial and very talkative, he's likely to steal the show. So Gachagua and Mshumaa may try to avoid the competition, kwa sababu unapoangalia there is usually a competition of the attention between Moses Kuria, Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah. Hao wote huwa ni kama watu ambao wako katika mashindano, na yeyote ambaye anajitokeza kama ndiye ambaye who is attracting the crowd is usually seen as a hero. And here I believe that he is being isolated. And I know it's just a matter of time. It is going to be reviewed why this man is not talking. Again, the fact that he's a cabinet secretary, you know, when you're a cabinet secretary, you are not given a free hand to involve yourself in politics. And as a cabinet secretary, he could, maybe because of the oath that he not involve himself in politics, although we know this is just something that is in books, but in reality, we have seen them involving themselves in politics. What of Mashogu, tumemwona si mara moja. What of Alice Wahome, tumemwona akizungumza, tumeona akijaribu kuuza sera za Kenya Kwanza, tumeona akijaribu kuzungumzia masuala ya kisiasa. Na si hao tu. Kwa hivyo when you look at Moses Kuria, the fact that he's a cabinet secretary maybe it could be put as an excuse, but not a reason that is convincing, because wengine wanaongea. Again, William Samoei Ruto could have gotten some intelligence information about Moses Kuria. Maybe he was advised by the intelligence that this man can actually say things that are going to embarrass you. This man can say something that is going to paint the government in a bad way. Sababu kama unaangalia vizuri sana, kwa mfano kule Gatodo, we saw people demonstrating against Moses Kuria wakati ambapo alikuwa amesema that he was going to pee outside Mama Gena's home in Gatodo. And don't take Moses lightly. I believe he can do it, by the way. He can do it. Now, this would be very, very embarrassing. So I believe William Samoei Ruto could have gotten intelligence information and advised to ensure that Moses Kuria does not speak in public to avoid embarrassing the government. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think about Moses Kuria, but from where I sit, his silence is very loud and is telling a long story. I remain yours truly, yours Gashi Skamian. Bye-bye.